Welcome, dudes and dudettes, to the Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play. I have to redo this commentary. Somehow it got lost, and I'm not very happy about it at all. Anyway, what I was talking about here is we're heading to the Frozen Land, and I'm just going to cut out all the gummy ship part. So I'll see you guys when we get there. And here we are, landing now, and man, it really sucks that I lost all the commentary, but I was making jokes here about how I was speculating that this came from Ventus and how he was tweeting from beyond the grave. Just getting through this loading screen here. I lost so much good commentary. I don't even know what happened, to be totally honest. Double. And look at this guy, he only killed one. Donald and Goofy killed two.
It's cold! Hey, Donald, give me a coat!
Jesse's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say?
And I made a New York Islanders joke.
Look, even the sea's turning to ice.
And here I was talking about how the New York
Donald,
Islanders are doing pretty well this
isn't your
season.
magic, is it?
Trying to get the mic
Do you
adjusted.
think it's the Heartless?
Might be. Let's go.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Generally, frostbite is a
Wow.
bad thing.
Hmm?
Don't you know? Run! Run!
Whoa!
You almost got frozen there, bucko.
That girl, she looked so sad.
Meh. And title card. You know what that means, boys. New world.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah,
Maybe the Heartless?
maybe.
We should talk to her.
Oh, why was it this episode that the commentary was lost? Why this one of all the episodes? My probably least favorite. Well, stuff
Do
happens.
you think the Heartless are after her?
So I ran over here, and I was like, chest! And I was trying to change my Keyblade for some reason, and I was failing at it. When I realized, hey, I forgot to equip the new Keyblade that I wanted to test out. So I sat there and equipped it.
Nice.
And we got a map, boys. And I was like, oh, this is a pretty neat looking Keyblade. And it was like, after looking at it for a second, I was like, oh, it's just a Keyblade. Yeah, and I was thinking about buying some stuff because I've got stacks on stacks on stacks here. And I realized, and I was looking for some new equipment for anybody, and it doesn't look like we've got anything too special. And I was thinking to myself, and I was thinking that we might need some ice resistance or fire resistance being in this part of the world, but as you see later on, we don't actually need it. You will see later that I get very, very annoyed with these. The fact I have to sit here and watch this back for an hour just kinda is annoying. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Oopsie, forgot this was on. Turn that off. Bluetooth speaker. Oopsie. So yeah, just fighting some Heartless here, kicking some butt. Stop. During my butt kicking, I try out the claws, just trying to figure out all the transformations and stuff. Get shot a couple times, get punched right in the face. Do this for no reason, because if you've been watching up to this point, that's what I do. And I was actually kind of impressed with the yo-yos. And I was making a joke how I look like the kid from Yu Yu Hakusho with the yo-yos, the demon kid. And the reason why I referenced that is because I finished watching it right before Crunchyroll and Funimation had their little bit of a breakup. And I tried the finisher. I'm not too impressed with it. Just as a damage dealer. Here we go. Yeah, and that one Heartless was being a pain, just because I couldn't find where it was. And I was looking at that, just trying to figure out what it was, and nothing really. And I go over here to look at this because I see it on the map, and just found out it's a dead end. Now I'm just running through the snow here. And I'm trying to find my way, and I realize I'm not even looking where I'm going, I'm just watching the map. And that's what I said, and it's like, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going at all, I'm just looking at where the map is pointing me. So if it looked like I was super lost. And I was commenting how cute these Heartless are, and they're just absolutely adorable, and I didn't want to kill them. They're cute little, like, jackalopes or whatever. I think they're supposed to be reindeer, but I thought they looked like jackalopes originally. I used this and I just started spinning around, and I said, if you get hit by this, this is your own fault. And a lot of things just kind of ran into it, which I kind of found entertaining. So I just sat here and did this for a little bit, and I broke my record without really even trying, so that was an experience and a half. And these guys just kept spawning. It's like, when am I going to have enough? Spin goofy around a little bit there. Donald nukes everything. Oh, and I was talking about how Sora doesn't have the big goofy shoes anymore. They're still big goofy shoes, but they aren't like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 level goofy shoe size. I'm so sad I lost the commentary on this. Oh yeah, and I saw the chest behind the behind that bush, so I just had to get it. And it was Damascus, so I was kind of like, oh cool. And I was talking about how this is one of my least favorite attractions because if you don't get it like right in the middle, everything doesn't die. So I was like, eh. And I come together, grind up the enemies. So I'm playing around with the claws some more, and I think this is around the time where I realized that the claws are better for single target DPS, whereas the hammer is better for multi-target. I don't even know what happened there. It's like she pounded the ground and it just knocked me into the air. So I was a little confused about that. I pull out my yo-yos. Yeah, I just start swinging them around. Nothing really too interesting happens. It's just me running around and killing these Heartless. But... oh right, and I did this just to see what happened, and yeah, it eats them. I think I did that on one enemy just because I got annoyed. Just continuing to slay. Slay all day, that's what Sora do. Oh, and I found that snowball and I wanted to push it around. Yeah, and I got really upset that I pushed it right into a tree immediately.
Oh, Sora can run up this.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, right, and I was like, yeah, you're telling me I can run up this when I'm already up it. Thanks, game. It's like they don't think I've played with the flow motion before. Or whatever it's called.
Hey, hold up!
Why are you here? Where did you come from?
Hi, I'm Sora, and I'm from, let's just say, someplace a little warmer.
And I'm Goofy.
Are you visiting Arendelle for the coronation?
Huh? You got us. So, what's your name?
Smooth, Sora, smooth.
Elsa. Queen Elsa of Arendelle.
I love how fast their
Queen?
tone changes.
You shouldn't be out here. Please go back to the village.
Why? Your Majesty, you look like you could use a friend. Don't you want to talk?
Please leave.
Nah,
I
mate,
need to be
nah.
alone. I
You
don't
heard
want
her.
to hurt anyone.
Oh. Is it that bad? You must have been through a lot.
Yeah.
You know what that's like, don't we?
Sure, adventuring's fun, but it definitely has its ups and downs. When the going gets tough, us friends have to stick together.
Exactly. Although, Donald, you do lose your temper a lot, so I can relate to wanting some alone time.
I don't do that.
And she's losing her temper. And you almost get speared right in the junk, Sora. Congratulations.
Elsa, did you?
And here's where I'm thinking I'm getting Elsa on my team. Just kind of as like a temporary companion.
Don't worry, we got him. Take cover.
And she just runs off. You'd think after Sora almost gets speared into the gonad that the least she could do is help us. Oh right, and I was kind of freaking out that big guy came back. Like, the one guy I don't want to see is this big stone guy. I was like, oh hey, he's not that tough. And I use Goofy Bombardment here to see if I can hit him. Of course not. I miss. And I was complaining about not knowing how to aim that properly. If there even is a way to aim that. And it might be here where I find out about the single target DPS thing. I sit here try to lock onto him and I end up locking onto one of those stupid little jackalopes. And I do this to him, like nom on his face a little bit. Nom, nom, nom. That's a pretty cool, it looks cool, but I'm not a fan of the way it works, per se. Crap. So I'm running around begging Donald to cure me or throw me a potion. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do it myself. And I just start getting completely bodied by this guy. Go get him, Goof Troop! And it actually hits him right in the head. For once. It works. Now I use this to kind of deal some more damage real quick. I mean, I probably could have done more damage if I just sat there and wailed on him for a few more minutes. And I was mashing triangle as soon as I got out so I could use the yo-yos. Yeah, I just get bodied some more. I actually like the combos from the yo-yos, but